great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles David. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 13 carries, 120 yards even.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Heineke's throw into the hands of McLaurin. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Heineke. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the 39, Heineke returns it right back to Samuel. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Heineke. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Another try after the first down sack. Heineke, and they're going to get this up to midfield. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to...
Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's 2nd down, and the defense needing to step up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To the air again. Prescott. Flushed out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the second quarter. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And his kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Heineke. That one caught by the tight end Bates. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They go play action. Now Heineke. And this one is incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. To throw again on 2nd down. Heineke, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Heineke. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come. Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the 3rd quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on 3rd down? Let's find out. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Open man right side, it's Lamb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 6 yards. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get. Let's get back to the action. This defense will need to string together a few stops here as they defend a 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamin Davis able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. 4th quarter, close game. 3rd down, here we go. Heineke to throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, this one's getting good now. 4th quarter, tie game. This defense looking for a huge 3rd down stop. Here's Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll give him 8. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is indeed good. And they will take the lead here at 12-9. All right, it's time for this big O-line and the playmakers to take control of this game as we get down toward the end. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And this time he is in. Yes. Brian Robinson Jr. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 4th quarter lead. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Dak. Now he's forced out right. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the...
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. To throw, Prescott. Being chased out left. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Prescott. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
One last shot now for Prescott. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Washington, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.